Welcome back to the Stephen A. Smith Show right here over the digital airways of YouTube. And as promised, we've got one of the elite young stars in the National Football League in just the second year, just 2 years in the National Football League. He's already one of the best corners in the game. I'm talking about the one and only Sauce Gardner from the New York Jets. What's up, big time? How are you, man? How's everything?
I'm great, man. Can't complain. Blessing to be here. Huge fan of your work, man. So,
I,
yeah.
I appreciate you, man. Thanks so much. And I'm a huge fan of your game. It ain't your damn fault that y'all ain't in the playoffs. I can tell you that much. It ain't your damn fault.
Uh,
I want you to put it in perspective in all seriousness what this season was like for you the moment you saw the superstar that is Aaron Rodgers go down just 4 plays into the NFL season. What was that like? Can you take us back to that moment?
I mean, like, you got to think, like, I was building a bond with him, the whole offseason, OTAs, training camp. You know, he was also building a bond with the rest of the team. We all loved him. He was just a great leader, great role model. So, it's like we had everything made for us, especially when he got here, controlling that offense, making plays in training camp, all of that, joint practices. So once I seen him go down, it's like my heart dropped. I'm gonna just be honest. I'm like, when he went down, I'm like, man, is we about to be able to achieve everything that that we thought we was gonna achieve with him here? And I was like, I don't know. At least I could do my job. I could focus on with the defense, what we got to do. But as far as the overall team, I didn't know what to expect because he a superstar.
The city itself, meaning New York City, because I'm from Hollis, Queens, born in the Bronx, raised in Hollis, Queens.
Yeah.
The city of New York was like, yo, they could go to Super Bowl. I had y'all going at the very least to the AFC Championship game. Obviously, that's scheduled to take place this weekend, but I was looking forward to it in a whole bit. And what was y'all expectations? What were y'all thinking about before he got injured?
Man, we thought we was gonna go all the way and win. You know what I mean? You got these teams in the league. It's a lot of great elite teams, but I feel like every team is beatable. You know, just a few weeks ago, people were talking about how good the Eagles was, and the Eagles was gonna beat the Cowboys, this and that, and just like neither one of them is in the playoffs right now. So you just really you don't know what to expect. And especially the way our defense was playing, we was able to go up against any offense out there. So, and we was expecting to go far and go to the Super Bowl and ultimately win it.
When you look at your career thus far, how are you feeling about you in terms of your talent compared to anybody else that's playing in the league right now?
And I like me. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm as humble as it gets. I just it's me versus me. I don't really compete versus other people. I be seeing a lot of stuff on the internet, people trying to compare me to other corners, but really it's like my goal is to be better today than I was yesterday. And when it comes to football, be better next year than I was the year before. So that's the exact definition of competing with yourself, you versus you. And I feel like a lot of people just say that just to talk, but me, that's actually what I'm getting at. I want my second year to be better than my rookie year, and I want my third year to be better than my second year. So all the comparisons and everything like that, I feel like I'm in my own lane. I feel like the other corners are in their own lane. Yeah, we all corners have something unique about them, something that they do at an elite level. All corners have some weaknesses, but me, I feel like y'all fall into that category as well. We all have strengths and weaknesses, but I just focus on myself. I watch other corners. I watch a lot of other corners when it comes to like trying to help my game. Whatever other corners' strengths are. I watch them other corners to see like what I can improve on. So it's not one of them things where I'm just out here just feeling myself. I'm just always trying to find ways to get better.
Before you arrived in the National Football League, who do you believe is the best cornerback that you had ever seen?
Um, like ever or like during that time.
Both.
Okay, so ever, it was like I had a few. So of course Revis, like when I got drafted to the to the Jets, of course I'm like Revis, that guy. But
The real Reed.
Revis, Cat Bailey, Charles Woodson, Prime. But I didn't used to watch Prime, but like on YouTube, just seeing those things, like he was an animal. But like during the like in the league at that time, it was Jalen Ramsey. You know,
Mm.
all while I was in college, that was the only corner that I used to watch. So, Jalen, he was my favorite corner.
Do you find yourself playing in the NFL these days? Because me covering the NFL and knowing guys like Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, and various others, and hearing the kind of complaints they've had about how defenders don't get a chance to really, really do their things. This game is catered so much to offense. You could get penalized for having bad breath, for crying out loud. That's how they felt. That's how ridiculous they think the NFL has gotten. As a defender, as a cornerback, as a guy that's on his own island out there patrolling the secondary the way that you do, how hard is it, particularly in today's game, to excel at your position in your estimation?
I mean, it's definitely got a lot harder, coverage wise. Also, when it comes to the physicality that you can have, but there's nothing I can do about it.
Right.
When I think about it, like the refs don't see everything. They make mistakes too. So none of us perfect. So the refs gonna be making mistakes. We gonna be making mistakes and everything. But the game has definitely got a lot harder.
Mm.
Um, when it comes to like targeting, there's a lot of guys getting taken off of targeting. Me, I don't really have to worry about that because I'm not trying too hard to, hit somebody helmet to helmet. I'm just making sure I make the tackle and cover my guy. So that's the main thing for me. I think you'll probably get more out of that question if you ask like a linebacker or a safety.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But yeah.
Talk to me about this weekend's coming up because we've got conference championship games coming up. We've got Detroit going up against the San Francisco 49ers, but closer to home for you because you're an AFC team. The Baltimore Ravens are about to go up against the Kansas City Chiefs, who y'all lost to 23-20 when y'all played them. I believe the date of that game was October 1st, if I remember correctly. What are your thoughts about this AFC championship game matchup coming up this weekend?
I think it's gonna be interesting. One thing about the Chiefs, they have some games where it's close and or a game that they lose, but when it comes to that AFC Championship and those clutch games that they have to win, they always find a way to win. But the way the Ravens playing, they defense, they playing fast, they dominating Lamar controlling their offense. So I can't really say who I think gonna win, but I feel like that's gonna be an interesting battle. And for Detroit, the Lions, I like what they doing. I'm from Detroit, so it's
Yep.
always good to see the Lions making something happen like that. Growing up, I never seen that. So
That's right. They got one play before this weekend. You had one playoff victory since 1957. I don't know if you know that. One
it's,
playoff victory since 1957.
yeah, I didn't know the exact year, but I just know when I was coming up, I never was fortunate enough to see them
Mhm.
playing in the playoffs, going to the Super Bowl, NFC Championship, or anything like that. So I'm looking forward to seeing that game as well. I can't tell you how that one gonna go. Of course, I want the Lions to win, but they got some things that could be better.
Mhm.
Personnel wise, I feel like I don't know if Debo playing, but
That's my issue, Sauce. I
yeah,
believe if Debo plays, they win. If he doesn't play for San Francisco, Detroit's going to the Super Bowl. That's how I feel about it. That's how important I think Debo is.
he's definitely important. They run their offense around him, so I don't know what to expect, but hopefully Detroit can get that done.
As a corner, in a game of this magnitude, who would you rather go up against, Patrick Mahomes or Lamar Jackson?
Um, that's a hard question. Those two elite quarterbacks right there.
That's right. That's right. And I'm asking an elite cornerback what he would do, what he would prefer.
Um, this is a good question. Because the thing about Lamar, he's just so tricky. Both of them can get out the pocket and run, but Lamar is just different. Like,
Right.
I'll probably go against Pat Mahomes. Not gonna lie. I'll probably
Because
go
it'd be
against
safe.
Mahomes.
Because at least you're more worried about Patrick Mahomes throwing the football than running. Whereas with Lamar Jackson, he's such an electrifying runner. He could
Yeah.
he could just wreak havoc. That's what you're saying.
Basically, because when you go against Lamar, your whole defense gonna have to change. Because you gotta have
Right.
somebody to keep eyes on him. You gotta have somebody over the ball. So, You know,
Mm,
that could change the whole defense. You know,
mm,
going against Pat, you got to do it a little bit, but you can always switch it up. You can make changes going against Pat, but Lamar, he
mm.
can run anytime, whether it's a design quarterback run or if you want to keep running the ball, if you want to keep scrambling, he can do that.
Before I let you get on out of here, man, as we reflect back on the New York Jets, the kind of season that y'all had, tarnished by the injury to Aaron Rodgers. Obviously, he's expected to be back and ready to go. What's the mentality of the team? I know the season just ended for y'all and what have you a few weeks ago, but nevertheless, I imagine that the excitement at some point is going to stir back up because you're expecting Aaron Rodgers to be back next season. What's y'all mindset? What are the kind of conversations y'all have had about with one another about what y'all are expecting to do next season?
Man, we got to stay humble, you know, stay down, all the extra social media stuff. We got to leave that in 2023. You know what I mean? You know, because just that fast, it can all be taken away from you. So you just we gotta be some silent assassins. You know, we gotta be those underdogs, the guys that come out of nowhere. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna be doing too much talking this year.
You ain't gonna be doing y'all. You think y'all did too much talking last year?
It was it was a lot. It was a lot of talking last year. It was a lot of because it was a lot of attention. It was a lot of media. It was hard knocks. It was a lot going on. So it was. Then you gotta think when Aaron come, it's automatically gonna ramp up a little bit. You know, so we just gotta make sure we humble. I know me, I'm always taking the humble route, but we gotta make sure we all on the same page. And yeah.
Man, the best of luck to you. I hope that I see you at the Super Bowl, because there's a lot of players that show up during Super Bowl week and what have you. Congratulations on your career thus far, because you're one of the best in the business right now already, just your second year in the league. So major, major props to you, and hopefully that bad man that he is, Aaron Rodgers, does not get hurt again.
All right.
I notice I was very, very nice. I didn't bring up that damn Zach Wilson. I didn't bring up your teammate. I didn't bring him up. All right, I'm being very, very nice,
Thanks.
okay? So I want to keep it that way, but I appreciate you, man. Thanks so much, man. You take it easy, all right?
You too. I appreciate you.